Hi everyone. The video that we are about to see is on Standard 6 of Samachir syllabus. We are going to discuss about Unit 3 Matter Around Us. Topics to be covered: Introduction, Physical nature of matter, Characteristics of the particles of matter. Introduction. What is matter? Matter is the stuff around you, everything around you, the things that you see and touch every day. The water you drink, the air that you breathe, the food that we eat, the drinks that we drink, the book which you are studying, the chair, pen, pencil, clock, and many more things are examples of matter. The things that you see all around you is known as matter. What is matter? Matter is all around us. The air you are breathing is also a matter. Matter is all around us, whether it may be a living thing or a non-living thing. The picture that you see here are some of the examples of matter. The dog, the ball, the bucket, a bird, car, even human being are a kind of matter. The tree, a house, all these things are examples of matter. Matter is anything that occupies space which has mass. So matter is defined as anything that has mass and takes up space. Matter is found in three major states: solid, liquid, and gas. What is matter made of? We know that anything that occupies space and which has mass is called as matter. Now what are these are made up of? All matter is made of atoms. Atoms are the smallest particle of matter. They are so small that you cannot see them with your eyes or even with a standard microscope. So what is an atom? An atom is the smallest unit of an element, and each chemical atom has a unique atomic number. For example, hydrogen atom has one proton in its nucleus. The tiny particles called atoms are the basic building blocks of all the matter. Each individual atom is made up of smaller particles, electron, proton, and neutron. So these are called as subatomic particles. Group of atoms, they bond together to form a molecule. Examples for molecule are oxygen, chlorine, and water. So they are very small. We cannot see them with our eyes or even with a standard microscope. What is standard microscope? An optical instrument having a magnifying lens for inspecting objects that are too small to be seen. Even using that kind of instrument, we cannot see the atoms. A standard sheet of paper is about millions atoms thick. Science has come up with a technology to identify the structure of atoms: scanning electron microscope SEM, and tunneling electron microscope TEM, which uses electricity to map atoms. We are taking a sheet of paper. This is about millions atom thick. So these were that is SEM, TEM are the different types of microscope which uses electricity to map the atoms, to show the images of the atoms. So I have given the pictures of those instruments. The first picture that you are seeing is SEM. The second picture that you are seeing is TEM. Scanning electron microscope and tunneling electron microscope. And the last image which you are seeing is the image that is obtained from these missions. Take a few crystals of sugar. Now place a few sugar crystals in a teaspoonful of water. What happens to the sugar crystals? Yes, what you are thinking is absolutely right. The sugar completely dissolves in the water. Like everything else, a sugar crystal is also made up of molecules. When sugar dissolves in the water, the sugar crystals break down and the molecules of sugar get distributed in the water. The molecules of sugar, they will be getting distributed in the water and the water becomes sweet. This makes the water taste sweet. So the sugar molecules are extremely small. That is why we are not able to see them. A small amount of any matter will have million molecules. Do you know, besides solids, liquid and gases, there are two more states, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensates. Plasma is not a common state of matter on Earth, but may be most common state of matter in the universe. So they are the two other states. So these two are the other states other than solids, liquid and gases. They are plasma and Bose-Einstein condensates. Plasma, it is not a common state of matter on Earth, but it is the common state of matter in the universe. What is plasma? Plasma, it is an ionized gas. For example, stars including Sun are covered in plasma. Bose-Einstein condensate is a gas-like state of matter that exists at extremely cold temperatures. It was predicted around 1925 and confirmed in 1995. This is used in the field of cryogenics. So the example of plasma is stars. So that will be including the sun also. Bose-Einstein condensate, it is the gas-like, it is a gas-like thing. It is a state of matter that will be existing in the very cold temperatures. So they predicted this in 1925 only and they confirmed in 1995 and now they are used in the field of cryogenics. What are cryogenics? They are the effects of a very low temperature. For example, in rockets or in the freezing of blood, all those things, this cryogenics it is used. Physical nature of matter. Matter occupies space and has mass. But what is its nature? Ancient philosophers pondered over such questions. In India, a philosopher named Kanada, and in Greece, a philosopher named Democritus came to somewhat similar idea. So what they are telling, matter occupies space and has mass, but what was its nature? Okay, so they thought of a question. Okay, they think about a questions. So the philosophers, they came to somewhat similar idea. Imagine you have a piece of thread. You cut it into two with the same piece. Take again one of the piece and cut it again into two. Repeat the above process for many times. At some point, piece of the thread will be so small to see, or we may not have sharp enough knife to cut further. But this imaginary thought experiment, therefore, these are not possible practically. So what they are thinking of? They are thinking of to cut a piece of thread. So you are cutting it into two, taking one of the piece and you are again cutting it into two. So you are repeating the same process for many times. You are doing it repeatedly. So at some point what will happen? The thread will be so small to see. We may not have sharp scissors or knife to cut further. This was a thought experiment, but it was not possible practically. Imagine if you can cut as fine as possibly and are able to see even the very small things. Can we cut the rope into two without an end? Canada and Democritus said no, we cannot go on endlessly. There will be a point at which we will not be able to cut the thread further. That is the point when we will reach molecules or atoms. So what they said without an end we cannot cut the rope. So we cannot go endlessly. The point where we reach that we could not cut the rope anymore. So that is the point where we will reach to molecules or atoms. So this is the thought experiment to say that atoms are very smallest particle. So similar example with the paper. So I am asking you to tear a sheet of paper. So you will be tearing it into two. You can see in the second picture and third picture, and it will be half. I am asking you to cut it even more smaller as much as you could. So I am telling you to tear smaller and even more smaller pieces. What you will be getting? You will be getting smaller and smaller pieces of paper. How long you can tear that? You will reach at a point where you can't divide it anymore. So you have reached the part which is indivisible. Okay, so at that time that is called an atom. All matter is made up of small particles, very small particles. So gold is made up of tiny gold particles. Water is made up of tiny water particles. These tiny particles present in all matter are called as atoms or molecules. I hope that you are clear with what are atoms. It is the smallest particle that is present in a matter. So all the tiny particles present in the matter, they are called as atoms or molecules. Molecules are nothing but the atoms, they bond together to form a molecule. Do you know? A drop of water contains about 10 to the power 23 water particles. One dot that you make with your pen has more than 2 lakh molecules. So you can see over here, we saw that sugar is a molecule. So this is the atom. Here you can see the atom consists of neutron, proton and electron. These are called as subatomic particles. So now this atom, the very smallest particle, they bond together to form a molecule, and that molecule is only present in the matter what we are seeing. Characteristics of the particles of matter. Particles of matter have a lot of space in between them. In different forms of matter, this spacing will be different. For example, take a glass of water. First, I am immersing a spoon into the water. What will happen? You can see the water level has been raised a little. Now, take away the spoon and put your finger inside. What happens? The water rises even more, and you can see that your finger is occupying some space inside the glass of water. Now, we are taking the example. Let us add a spoonful of sugar to a glass of water. Stir well. Sugar disappears completely. Where it has gone? Will the glass of water will be sweet? Water particles have space between them, and sugar particles are occupying those spaces. When you dissolve the sugar in the water, what happens? Can you see the water level has been raised? No, isn't it? Why is it so? Because already I told you the water particles will be having space between them. Okay, so those spaces will be occupied by these sugar molecules. That's why the water level is not increasing. So the first character is that matter is made up of particles. Matter is made up of particles and they are really small. They are very small. Particles of matter attract each other. It is this attraction which keeps the particles together. So again we are taking a beaker and we are taking water in that. Put a drop of ink. What happens? It starts at a particular point and the entire water becomes blue after a while. Why it happens so? Because the matter is continuously moving. So now we know that everything is matter and we know we can classify them into three major states: solids, liquids and gases. So if I give you a brick and if I ask you to break that, you need to put some force to break that. If I give you a chalk and if I ask you to break that, you need some force to break the chalks. Particles of matter, they attract each other and this attraction is which is keeping the particles together. So particles, they are having something holding them together. So you need a force to separate them. Particles attract each other and that's what keeping them together. So this attractive force will be different for different forms of matter. For solid it will be different, for liquid it will be different and for gases it will be different. So these are the important characteristics of matter. First thing, it is made up of particles. We told that matter is continuously moving. That's why the drop of ink is able to occupy the whole water and the water becomes blue. Particles, they attract each other and that's what keeping them together. So this attractive force will be different for different forms of matter. Grouping of matter on the basis of physical states. So we know that the three major physical states are solid, liquid and gas. So matter that can be grouped into solids, liquids and gases based on their characteristics. We saw, isn't it? We saw three characteristics. So according to that, the solids, liquid and gases, they will be grouped. So these are called physical states of matter. We are about to discuss the summary of the video. First, we started with introduction. So matter, we saw it is the stuff around you, everything around you, the things that you see and touch every day, they are called as matter. So we saw that matter is anything that occupies space and which has mass. Then we saw about physical nature of matter. In that we discussed about the various things like atom and we discussed how a matter would be, okay, whether it may be a living thing or it may be a non-living thing. All those things we discussed and we saw that the atoms, they are very small, we cannot see them with the naked eyes, and we discussed about the instruments SEM, TEM. They are the different types of microscopes which uses electricity to map the atoms. Matter can be classified into three major states: solid, liquid and gas. Finally, we discussed about the characteristics of the particles of matter. So we saw that matter, it is made up of smallest particles and they have space between them. Particles attract each other and that's what keeping them together. So these are the three main characteristics of the particles of matter. So what are they? They are really small. They are very small. They have space between them and they continuously move. Finally, they have some attraction between them. The particles have some attraction between them. So these are the three things that we discussed in the video. We are yet to discuss more about matter in the upcoming videos. If you like this video, please do subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching.